Primary 1. I am here today to go through your maths lesson with you. And today we're going to be learning to do some counting. But we're not just going to be learning to count in ones, like doing 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Today we're actually going to learn how to count in tens by doing some skip counting. And we're going to see if we can count all the way to 100 by counting in tens. Now, if I was going to count to 100 the way I normally would, by doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on and so on and so on, that's going to take me quite a long time to get all the way to 100. But you might have noticed in the little song that you hopefully have played before this video that counting in tens to 100 is much faster. And that's why we learn how to count in tens, because it's a quicker way of getting us to 100. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't count in ones to get to 100. We still need to know how to do that. It doesn't mean that we now just start counting in tens instead, but we do need to know how to count in tens. Okay, so this is what we are going to be learning to do today. And I'm going to show you a number square now to talk you through how we would actually count in tens. So Primary 1, the little song that you just watched will hopefully have given you a wee idea about how we count in tens. And we're now going to use this 100 square that you can see in front of you to actually work out how we properly count in tens. So I'm going to do some counting now, and maybe you could count along with me. And we're going to see if we can notice a pattern when we are counting in tens. So I'm going to start just by counting from number 1. See if you can help me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And for number 10, I'm going to actually change it to pink. 10. Okay. Right, let's see what happens if I count on another 10 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm going to change to pink again. 10. Oh, so we had 10, and now we've got to number 20, haven't we? Let's see what happens if I count another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think you probably know what's going to happen. 10. Are you starting to notice a pattern? I think I am. So I have filled the rest of those in, and look what we have ended up with. Look at all those pink blobs down the right hand side. Can you see a pattern with them? I've put the number square back to nothing, so there's nothing on it, and let's see if we can spot the pattern again for when I count in tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Look at that, everyone. So I didn't need to fill in all the other numbers, did I, to count in tens? I just needed to look at the one on the end of each row. And I can see a pattern. They're all in the same row, but they also all have zeros at the end of each of those numbers, don't they? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Those numbers all end in a 0. And that's another pattern we can look out for when we are counting in tens. So, I wonder if you're going to be able to learn how to count in tens today. And maybe you could teach a grown-up at home how to count in tens as well. So next, there's a little game which is on our timetable that you can click on and play to help you practice counting in tens. And it's a good idea as well to maybe go back and listen to some counting in tens songs. If you were to search on YouTube counting in tens songs, there would be lots of different songs that would come up that you can listen to make counting in tens more fun to practice. I hope you get on okay with this. Bye for now.